Hey everybody, this is Jessica Lynn of Jessica Lynn Original Studios, and welcome back to our travel series. Today, we're going to go ahead and take a tour of the Blue Harbor Resort in beautiful Wisconsin. Now, the Blue Harbor Resort is located in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and it's right on the literal shores of Lake Michigan. And so you get the most beautiful views from the hotel. We went ahead and took a look at it just because I wanted to give you a perspective of if you're going to be staying here or considering, you see it on the web and you're like, what is it really like? That's my goal. I'm doing a whole series of these, so if you are interested, right below the large subscribe button, there's another version, a smaller one. Go ahead and click on that and then click subscribe, and then it'll tell you whenever we upload a new video or visit a new travel location. So the Blue Harbor Resort is located in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and it's on the shores of Lake Michigan, which means you get stunning views of the lake from the hotel. There are 244 rooms and suites that give you the utmost not only comfort and relaxation, but what I love is they actually set up a bunch of suites. Now, I'm going to put a link down below so you can take a look at the website, but they offer suites for the family. Many of them are themed, which are so much fun for the kids. But what I like is it's not overly kid-centric. There's a lot of fun for the parents or just for two adults that might be visiting as well. The hotel itself, I don't know about you, but I'm a huge Disney fan, so it reminds me of a certain hotel. Maybe kind of right next to the Magic Kingdom. Reminds me a lot of the Grand Floridian. So it's one of the things that I love about it. I mean, I always say that Wisconsin has a lot of the things that Disney or Orlando has, and this is just another one. It feels like the Grand Floridian. Now, the decor inside, it's very modern. It has a lot of blue and yellow, so kind of that, it feels very yacht, sort of. But it has really cheerful, and it's really bright. You can see in that first room, there's a beautiful chandelier. And we're going to go ahead and walk down the hallway in just a minute, but we're going to come back to this area in just a moment. Now, there are 4 on-site restaurants, and they all feature different cuisines, from American classics all the way through seafood. Right over here, this is just like their quick service is what I would describe it, very much like Disney. Lots of breakfast, coffee, ice cream, stuff like that. We are on the main floor, and a lot of the suites are right off of this floor. So as you can see to the right and the left, again, like we talked about, white, blue, gold trim. It's very warm and inviting, yet feels very solid and grounded. Like it's just a really comforting space to walk through, very bright and airy. To the right and left, a lot of these rooms here are all suites. And right now what I want to do is take us on our way to where the water park is. Now, if you live in Wisconsin like I do, or if you're just going to travel here, I can tell you personally, weather here is so unpredictable, right? And what I love is that they do have some outdoor things, and we'll look at that in a minute. So make sure that you stay tuned so we can get to those as well. But what I do love is that they have a huge indoor water park. And this water park, I'm not kidding you, it has 54,000 square feet. So it is singularly one of the most largest indoor water parks in the Midwest. If you were going to go to the Wisconsin Dells, you're going to see water parks that have, multiple water parks. But as a hotel that maybe only has one water park, it's beautiful. And I'll tell you, many years ago I was here and it did not look like this. So they have done a lot of revamping. They've updated it. So let me tell you a little bit about it. It's set up with a lot of different activities for guests of all ages. So example, you can see right here, we've got water slides. So there are 8 water slides that go from a very gentle water slide to a fast twisting slide for teenagers. This was the coolest thing I've seen. It was actually where you surf. And you're going to see in a moment, there's going to be somebody doing it. Coolest thing I've ever seen. And you can see the lifeguard right there in red. He was actually telling them and instructing them how to do it. Later we were there and there was a child, and I don't know what the age range is on that, so I apologize. But there was somebody, I'd say she was probably about 10. And he was actually going down the little steps to help her, and he was actually kind of coasting her through it the whole time. Totally fun, right? And it looks like they have 2 sides, so maybe on a busier day, they might have both sides open and available. They have a lazy river, which is a more relaxed experience, so you can just leisurely ride down the 315-foot lazy river that actually goes through the whole water park, which is so cool. There is a wave pool, and the wave pool is very popular, and the waves go up to 4 to 5 feet tall. Off to the right, we're going to get there in just a minute, there is a whole dedicated space for kids. And when I say kids, I mean like toddlers, young children. So there's a couple of even smaller slides, little water sprays, some shallow pools, just so the kids gets right over there, which is so fun, right? So the kids can get out, enjoy themselves. There is also private cabanas, which those are fun. Like if you're going to go there for the day, you could rent that. And in those cabanas, they have seating, and they have a mini fridge, and there's TV. So just a nice place to kind of go hang out if you're going to spend the day there. And off to the left-hand side over there, you can see there's also a concession stand. So they serve snacks and drinks and light meals. So in other words, if you're going to stay there for the day, by all means, what a great way to do it. You can really kind of just enjoy that. One of the things that I really like is it's set for multiple ages, right? So if you have a toddler, you know, and maybe a 9-year-old and a 15-year-old or whatever the case may be, or you have a bunch of family members coming, right? Like you can get a bigger suite and go together. All of them are going to be entertained, which I can tell you, I've gone to other water parks in Wisconsin and a couple in Illinois. That's not always the case. Sometimes there might only be one or two things for the teenagers to do, and everything is for little kids, or vice versa. And what I liked was that this was really set up for like a family to go, or like multiple families together to all go to. And I really was intrigued by that. I think it was really nice. It's a great setup. And I'll be very honest, with water parks and everything over the last couple of years, you know, we watch for cleanliness, we watch for all of that, and it was very high level. Like they were monitoring things, the lifeguards were walking around for safety. I felt like this was a very clean park. I felt very comfortable with my kids going on the ride. I felt like there was good maintenance being taken care of on the items, which I'll tell you, I mean, I have gone, again, like I've said, to multiple places in Wisconsin and Illinois, and I can't say that for every hotel I've stayed at, right? So if you're thinking about a place for your family, I definitely think that this is high level, and there is more than just the water park. So we've talked about what else is there to do there. They have a lot of other amenities. Now, in the wintertime, you're kind of stuck like in the hotel or stuff like that, or maybe indoor places around there. But I'm going to be really honest, if you go in the summer, which we're hoping to go again in the summer, not only is there the water park, but they also have a ton of recreational activities. So they have mini golf, which I'll show you that in a moment too, volleyball, basketball. They also have outdoor water activities. So there's a pool out there. They have kayak and paddleboard rentals. The other thing that's cool too, and I'll show you this in a little bit, there's also trails for hiking. So it's really meant to be kind of a great long weekend getaway place. I'll be really honest, with how long our winters last, it is always so nice to do these kind of little getaways here and there throughout the winter months. So we're going to go take a look at Reflections, which is their spa and salon. Very great for a family or a couple getaway for the weekend. What I love though is if you don't want to quit on your fitness, they do have a full-scale gym for you to go and continue to get your workout on. No excuse not to do that, even if it's a weekend away. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at their spa. The spa itself, they have a large range of treatments and massages, which I think, how much fun would that be to go to Reflections for like a couple's weekend away? You could go and get a massage, enjoy, you know, some water, and wait until you see outside. Like, it is so stunning. Like, I could see just romantic walks outside. That restaurant right there to the right, they offer beautiful, fresh looking seafood. Gorgeous. Like, I'll be really honest, I could see this hotel serving multiple purposes, right? Like, you could go there as a couple and have a romantic weekend away. I could see you going there as a family and enjoying your time together, going to the water park, maybe focusing on a little bit of different things. And I could also see, if you're thinking about getting married, definitely give them a call and see what all options they have. I can imagine the most beautiful wedding photos. Wait until you see this. We're going to be going outside here, and we're up on the second level, overlooking, right there is check-in where all those little plates are. There's lots of seating right in the middle. Off to the right, there's lights, and that's actually a restaurant as well with overfill seating. I love outdoor lights like that. I love them in a backyard. It's so beautiful. But wait until you see this outside. So if you're thinking about getting married and you're like, I don't know where to go, I don't know, and you find this place, I mean, this really could be a fun location for a wedding, because you could not only have your wedding here, but you could have all your guests come here and get to enjoy a nice long weekend if they had kids or just adults. Oh, watch this. Second floor, stunning. Beautiful Lake Michigan. It is just so picturesque. Like, I don't know, and I don't have the volume on so you can't hear the waves, but you definitely can hear them from this level. And I love it that you can see there's all kinds of trails. Over there on the far right hand side, there is an outdoor pool. They also have multiple seating locations where they do fires in the summer at night, which is so much fun. They do s'mores, so you can see it right down there, those white chairs. You can do s'mores, they do campfire things. Just so much fun. And again, that trail goes on for quite a ways, more than a mile. And then you can come back, loop up and around. And on the other side of this hotel, there's like mini golf and a really fun whole series of little shops. So you can definitely go and enjoy some of that as well. But again, you can see there's that pool, there's that place for s'mores. And I think, let me see, is there anybody out walking? Oh yeah, there's a couple people walking. Beautiful trail right down by the lake. In the summer, this is so green. You can go roll around, play in the grass, the kids can, and just sort of enjoy the atmosphere. In full transparency, I just want to let you know that this was not sponsored or hosted by Blue Harbor. It's something I love to do, to be able to share opportunities for families to go and spend time together. And I love being able to share my thoughts and everything about this hotel. I mean, honestly, I think this is such a great value for any family. And it's located in Sheboygan, so there's more to do there. I mean, not only the hotel and everything you saw here, but there's the John Michael Kohler Art Center. It's a huge museum with a ton of contemporary art. You could walk along this river walk. You could take a look at the Kohler State Park. Whistling Strait, which is a renowned golf course. They host several major tournaments throughout the year. There is a lot of German heritage in Sheboygan, so they have a lot of bratwurst and other traditional German foods in that area, as well as a really good craft beer scene. They host a ton of festivals, so they have like Brat Days, County Fair, they have an Oktoberfest, so if that interests you, tons of fun stuff. And that's just getting away from the hotel, right? So right across the street from the hotel, I just wanted to capture some video for you guys so you can take a look. There's a mini golf for the kids. Just down a little bit, there's a ton of other shopping as well, which I think is great, right? So you can get out, and this pathway actually curves. So remember we saw those people walking along the lake? It actually curves and becomes this. And if you follow this path, it takes you right into Sheboygan. So right into downtown area. So, there's a lot to do other than just experiencing the Blue Harbor Resort. Although, what a great place to stay to kind of satisfy the whole family. So I really hope that you enjoyed the tour today. I hope you found that I have provided a lot of information, and I look forward to being able to provide more of these to you guys. I truly do enjoy and love filming and putting together these sort of experiences. So I would love to hear from you down below. Tell me, where else would you like me to go visit? Have you been to Blue Harbor? I'd love to hear that. I do watch and comment on all of the things that come through. So don't forget to visit my website, jessicalynoriginal.com. And again, please go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you here as I continue to take us on additional adventures and creative art. So thank you again. See you real soon.